Hi guys, it's Mr. Fed. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back in the man cave. Two things to kill today in this video. The first is that I went to TK Maxx, or Tacky Maxx as I so endearingly call it. And while I was wandering around Tacky Maxx, I found a shelf with all sorts of little bits and bobs on. And I came across some quite cool Nintendo goodies really. I came across this sort of Super Mario figurine from the Super Mario Brothers movies. Now, I'm not saying that this is like some sort of collectible item that's worth anything. I just thought it looked pretty cool, and I thought it looked pretty cool if I got it out and I put it somewhere in the man cave. The price tag, its recommended retail price, £22.99. Tacky Max price £7.99. Now, this was the only Super Mario figurine on the shelf. It looked like all sorts of bits and bobs on this shelf. I think they're just trying to sort of maybe do a bit of a stock clearance, but I thought, yeah, you know what, that will look really good in the man cave. So we'll have a look at that in a bit. And I also picked up this as well in the same store, a Super Mario sort of a desktop light. So we're going to unbox that, we're going to plug it in, and we're going to see if it works. But before we get into any of that, before we do any of the unboxing, I'm going to do a quick alcohol taste test review. So this is a cider that I picked up in B&M. Now, I've not had a lot of luck with anything I've picked up from B&M. Most of the drinks I pick up from B&M are pretty terrible. But this cider caught my attention in particular because it says at the bottom here, made in Somerset. Now, Somerset, Devon, down in West Country, you get some absolutely incredible ciders down in West Country. That is the home of cider. So this could go either way. Now, if you look at the ABV volume on it, it says 8.4%. Now, I like my ciders to be between 6 and 6.5. I like my lager to be between 5 and 5.5. So even 8.4% is a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Now this could be a real genuine, authentic Somerset cider, which gives you really delicious fruit flavours and a nice buzz of alcohol that will just sort of cut through the middle. Or it could be akin to something like Frosty Jack's white cider, some sort of hobo juice. So I've never had it before. I'm intrigued to see what it's all about. So that's enough talking. Let's get into some drinking. I'm going to pour it into a glass because I want to see what the colour is. If it's pale and white, then I think I'm going to be in for a bad time. But anyway, let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so there seems to be some decent looking colour in here. That is surprising. If I hold this up, so that doesn't look too bad, does it? That doesn't look as pale as I thought it was. Obviously, Frosty Jack white cider or Diamond white cider, I mean, that is literally, it looks like bleach, but that looks like it contains some apples. Just have a quick look at the ingredients. An expert blend of finest Somerset apples created by family cider makers. So, this all sounds promising. It looks promising. Let's give it a taste test. Well, colour me impressed. Colour me impressed. That is absolutely delicious. I mean, it's got loads of fruity Somerset apple taste to it. You know, they've not skimped on the fruit there. You can definitely taste those Somerset apples. The alcohol content is 8.4, but the alcohol content, you can taste it, you can taste the additional alcohol, but it doesn't overpower the flavour. I am very impressed with this. I thought it was going to be absolute trash. If you remember, I did a taste test review in another video of a drink I bought from B&M, like a Fax Lager. I think the can is up there on the shelf, and I had to tip that down the sink. I thought I'd be tipping this down the sink. but I'm going to finish it. It's absolutely delicious. You know, wow, what a nice find this is. Oh, it's so fruity, loaded with apples, loaded. Oh, thank you very much, Colliers Cider. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend you have more than one of these. For me, cider is always a one and done drink anyway. Once I've had one cider, then I'll generally go on to something else. 8.4%, you can definitely taste the 8.4%, but there's enough apples and enough flavour in there where it's not overpowering at all. So we have a success. Going on to these goodies. I think what I want to do is I want to unbox this lamp and see what it's all about. So let's get this open. Right guys, so I've unboxed this lamp. It's come in two little pieces here. Let's have a look at this. Open it up. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So I'm just going to quickly open this. Right, I've got the base open. That looks pretty cool as well. And I think you just slot this. I mean, this just must go in here, I reckon. What do you reckon? If I just push that in there. Right guys, after fiddling around with that for a while, I mean, I've got this in here, but it doesn't seem very sturdy. I don't know. Do I need to give it a little bit more force? Let's give it a little bit more force. Right guys, that seems about as far as that's going to go in. It seems that it either takes batteries or it takes a USB port to plug in. It needs a screwdriver to get the batteries in. I don't know if I've got the right USB port for that, but I'm going to hunt around and I'm going to try and find a USB port, and we're going to try and see if we can get this lit up. The figure, I think I'm going to keep that in the box for the time being. I'm going to take the price tag off. I'm going to keep it in the box, and but I probably will open it eventually, and I'll find somewhere nice for that to go in the man cave, and I will try and show you where I've put this in the man cave, perhaps in another video. But anyway, I'm going to try and get this light working, so hopefully I'll be able to show the working light at the end of the video. Hi guys. This is the finished product. After much fiddling and faffing around, I did actually manage to get the Super Mario into the base, and this is it now plugged into a USB port and turned on. Let's turn off the light to see what that looks like. Well, it's not completely dark because I've got skylights in the man cave and it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But you get the general gist. Yeah, quite happy with that for what I pay for it. 10 quid? Yeah, bargain. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope I gave a reasonable demonstration of that light. That light looks like it's going to be pretty good when I manage to get the room, the man cave, completely dark. The figurine I will show you in another video when I get somewhere to put it. And colour me impressed. This Colliers cider here, this is a cider that I am going to finish, and I will quite happily buy this again when I'm in B&M. So, you know, B&M is not completely dead to me at the moment. It's got like a very faint, a very light pulse in terms of beer. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.